Happy opening day, Reds fans. The Cincinnati Reds have just released their 26-man roster, and I'm going to talk to you about it for a few minutes before I get back to the block party at Great American Ballpark. I've got that for you right now on this special bonus Locked On Reds.
You are Locked On Reds, your daily Cincinnati Reds podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
You are Locked On Reds. I am coming to you from the Banks, just across the street from Great American Ballpark, where the block party is getting underway in just a few minutes. There are already tons of people milling around. Ran into Todd Frazier a little while ago. Saw Mo broadcasting live from Holy Grail. It is opening day in Cincinnati, and there is not a better place to be in all of baseball. You are Locked On Reds. This is the Locked On Reds podcast, part of the Locked On Reds podcast network, your team every day. Listen, guys, I just wanted to jump in for a minute and tell you a little bit about the Reds 26-man roster. They just posted this. Jeff and I were waiting. You may have noticed that there was not a podcast this morning. We were waiting for this thing to drop. The timing didn't work out for us. Jeff is driving down, getting ready to meet up with him in the Dora. But I wanted to hop on and talk to you guys for just a couple minutes, tell you where this roster if you're watching live, jump into the comments here if you have any thoughts on these players. But we're just going to start right from the beginning here with the pitchers. We already knew some of these guys. We kind of had an idea of how it's going to go, but here it is. We've got Graham Ashcraft. We've got Luis Cessa. We've got Hunter Green, we've got Nick Lodolo, and we have Connor Overton. Those are the 5 starting pitchers. Obviously, Hunter Green going today, the opening day start for the second-year pitcher. He's going to be followed by Nick Lodolo and Graham Ashcraft. Coming up in the bullpen, guys, some surprises maybe from where we started at the beginning of speculation season when spring training got underway. But Fernando Cruz, Alexis Diaz, Buck Farmer, Ian Jabot are all on this team. Joe Kunal makes the bullpen, as well as Derek Law, Reiver Sanmartin, and Alex Young. Alex Young ends up winning the battle to be the second lefty. Now, I've been saying all along that the Reds needed 2 guys that were left-handed down in that bullpen. Reiver Sanmartin was the first one. It ended up being a battle between Bennett Sousa and Alex Young to fill that second lefty in the bullpen role. And ultimately, Alex Young takes it away. The Reds also kind of put a summary of the guys that are starting the season on the injured list, and here's where we go with that. On the injured list, TJ Antone, Justin Dunn, Vladimir Gutierrez, Tony Santillan, Nick Senzel, Lucas Sims, Joey Votto, and Luke Weaver. All of those guys are going to be starting off the season on the injured list. We've already heard that a few of these dudes will be down in Louisville starting tomorrow on rehab assignments. Joey Votto is heading down to Louisville and is going to be on a rehab assignment. Nick Senzel heading down to Louisville to get things underway. TJ Antone is going to be delayed. Justin Dunn, we have no timetable on him. Vladimir Gutierrez is a long way away. Tony Santillan, we don't have an exact time frame on him either with Luke Weaver or Lucas Sims. So we do know that at least the hitters in Nick Senzel and Joey Votto are going to start their rehabs right away when Louisville begins its season tomorrow. As far as position players go on the active roster, the 26-man roster that the Reds released just moments ago, Curt Casali, Luke Maile, and Tyler Stevenson are your catchers, folks. The Reds are going with the 3-catcher plan. And, kudos to them protecting Tyler Stevenson, getting him in the lineup up to 140, 150 times. Jeff and I have talked about this a lot. We're really excited about it. And I think what you may lose in the last guy that would have made this team been the 26th man in place of Luke Maile, you're going to more than make up for it by having Tyler Stevenson in this lineup 140 games out of the season. On the infield and listed as an infielder, Jose Barrero, as well as Jonathan India, Kevin Newman, Spencer Steer, and Jason Vossler. Jason Vossler's only here for a short time, folks. Don't get panicked about Jason Vossler. He's going to go away as soon as Joey comes back. As far as Jose Barrero goes, he'll see the majority of his time at shortstop, and I think he's going to be the starting shortstop for this team on most days. I think we will see him as part of a platoon, though, with some outfield starts. Center field, I think if they want to rest Benson, if Benson's not doing well against left-handed pitching, we can see Jose Barrero out there. Kevin Newman will get some starts when Barrero's doing other things or getting a day off, but he's basically going to be the primary backup infielder, Kevin Newman. In the outfield, folks, Will Benson. I am so excited about Will Benson. Jeff Carr was like first on the Will Benson hype train. He was there quickly, he was there early, and he was there loudly. And Jeff was absolutely right about Will Benson. He has shown to play with a ton of heart. He plays with a ton of ability. He hustles. He plays great defense, and he has some pop. I am really excited for what he's going to bring to the table. For sure. Also in the outfield, Jake Fraley, TJ Friedel, Will Myers. We knew all those guys were going to be out there. Will Myers is going to be an everyday player. He'll spend some time at first base with Joey Votto out, but he'll play every day. He's not going to be platooned. But Jake Fraley and TJ Friedel are going to be platooned, especially Fraley's splits really make you want to platoon him. So they're going to get creative while the roster continues to shake out. But are your outfielders that are listed as a position group? Jumping into some of the comments here, Jason Eller says that he was hoping Derek Law and Alex Young would make it, plus no Strickland. Team looks complete. It's complete for now, Jason. A couple things. The Reds did, in fact, re-sign Hunter Strickland. He's going to open the season in Louisville, and that just makes me nervous. You guys know how I feel about this. You know how Jeff feels about this. Neither one of us want to see Hunter Strickland in David Bell's bullpen, because if Hunter Strickland is in David Bell's bullpen, David Bell is going to use Hunter Strickland. We just don't want to see that happen. But you're right. The team is starting to come together, Jason. So it's going to be a work in progress. This is not going to be the team we finish with. As we've talked about all offseason, all throughout spring training, the rookies will continue to pour into Cincinnati through the course of 2023. It's going to be a vastly different team as players come back from injury, as these rookies get promoted up and onto the major league team. It's going to be very excited. But that's the team. You know, we really wanted to have a prolonged discussion about this. Jeff and I did. We set it up to record last night. We set up to record this morning, but the Reds just had not released the final roster so we could really dive into it. So here's the deal, folks. We're going to be out at GABP today. We are going to be working the Dora from about 30 minutes from now. So if you're out and about at the ballpark today, come see us, come say hi, come talk baseball with us. We love that. After the game tonight, Jeff and I are going to get together. We're going to record together, which we don't get to do very often. We will be in your podcasting feeds in the morning with a breakdown of what we hope is the Reds opening day win. Because if you guys missed it, I have a bet with Locked On Pirates host Ethan Smith. Whoever loses this game has to wear the winner's gear when they record a show in an upcoming episode. And I do not want to record this show wearing a Pirates jersey, guys. So I need Hunter Green to go out there and shut those dudes down, the Reds to score some runs, and for Cincinnati to get the win. I'm not going to be on here long, folks. I don't want to keep you guys tied up. I want you to be able to get ready for opening day, but I wanted to jump into the feed and just take a minute and talk to you all, let you know the roster was released, let you know where things were, how things are going, and that Jeff and I are going to be out and about. We would love to meet as many of you as possible. If you're down by the ballpark today, look for us. I'll be at Smoke Justice later when Mo's broadcasting over there. Come say hi. A lot of fun talking Reds baseball, guys. Thanks for hopping on and giving us a quick listen. As always, we'll be in your podcasting feed every single day. Now that you have listened to Locked On Reds, go check out Locked On Fantasy Baseball. Those dudes will help you draft the winner of your league. It's free and available on all podcasting platforms, just like Locked On Reds. That's going to do it for me. We'll be in your feeds tomorrow to keep you locked on Reds every single day. See you guys tomorrow.